to another tutorial. In today's tutorial, you'll be learning how to make this viral eyelet dress, originally created by me. Now I'll be making use of 4mm crochet hook. Using a lightweight yarn, I'm going to use 2 strands. I'm going to slip knots, make a chain of 36 inches because I'm working with size small, and measure up to 36 inches without stretch because this pattern is stretchy. Slip stitch to join your foundation chain. For your first round, chain 4, skip 1 and DC into the nest, chain 1, skip 1, DC into the nest, chain 1, skip 1, DC into the nest. So keep repeating chain 1, skip 1, DC for round 1, for the rest of round 1. To end my first round, DC chain 1 and slip stitch into your chain 1 space below. So this is the end of round 1. For round 2, you repeat the same pattern. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inside the same space, DC, chain 1, DC into the nest, chain 1, DC into the nest, chain 1 space, and keep repeating chain 1 DCs for the rest of round 2. To end round 2, DC in the last chain 1 space, chain 1 and slip stitch. So round 3 is where you start your pattern. To do that, chain 4, in the same space, DC, then DC in the nest, this in the next 4 spaces. So DC chain 1 DC, keep repeating that pattern till you have 6 DCs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, oops, it should be 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and DC in the 4th one. This is what you should have. DC in the next 5 spaces. Don't forget to chain 1 in between. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Skip 3 and DC in the 4th chain 1 space. So make 6 DCs. Three, 4, 5, and 6. Keep making 6 DCs, chain 10, 5, 10, 6, followed by 5 again. Just make sure you have 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5. This is like that. chain 10 again. 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. We already did 6 here, so it's going to be 5. 1 2 3, skip 3 stitches, this in the 4th, and make your 5th, and make your 5 pieces. So keep repeating that till you end round 3. So to end your 3rd round, if you notice that it's not the remaining spaces left is not enough to make 6, just make 4. You know, I have 5 here, I have 6 here, 5, the next should be 6, right? But because I don't have enough, it doesn't matter, because I don't have enough spaces left, so I'm going to stop at 4. So, and I have 1 2 3 spaces left, times 2, that's 6. So you are going to chain 6. So the number of spaces left, you chain it times 2, you double it times 2 to give you the chains you have to make. 4 5 6, and I'm going to slip stitch right here. For round 4, chain 4 2 3 4, in the same space DC, then keep making DCs all round, keep making DCs into the chain 1 spaces and on top of your chains, inside your chains. So skip 1, DC in the next, 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 continue doing that till you get to your chain 1 spaces. Okay, and once you get there, you DC into your chain 1 spaces like so. And then do the same thing, repeat the same thing. You make your DCs inside your chain 1, inside your chains, but make sure you skip 1 before making your DCs. Skip 1, chain 1 and DC, chain 1, skip 1, DC in the next, chain 1, skip 1, DC in the next. Then continue in your chain 1 spaces. So that's how you keep doing that for round 4. For round 5, chain 4 2 3 4, DC in the next space, then count the number of spaces you have here before these highlights, before these holes, this eyelet here. You have 1 2 3 4. So you can decide to make you can decide to make another highlight from here up to this point, or just 3. The bigger your eyelets, the bigger the holes. The longer your chains, the bigger your eyelets. Do you understand? But I prefer to make a smaller highlight here, so I'm going to make just 3. 1 2 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. So you're going to chain 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So skip 3 spaces and DC in the next. Keep working your regular DCs till you get to the next highlight here, like this space here that is without an highlight. So there's no need to count. Actually, I don't really count when making the lead, but you can decide to count if you're just starting, you know, just to get familiar with the pattern itself. But really, it's just randomly. The trick is don't work any eyelets where there is highlights below, and then work highlights where there is no eyelet. Do you understand? Okay, so right here I'm going to make another eyelet. I'm going to make another eyelet from here up to this point, and I have 1 2 3 4, so that's 4. So I'm going to chain 4. I'm going to chain 8, which is 4 times 2, that's 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So I'm going to count 4 spaces, 1 2 3 4, and DC in the 4th space, right? So where there's eyelets below, you make your regular DCs, which is your chain 1. This is your chain 1 DC, chain 1 DC. And when you get to the end of the eyelets below, you start another eyelet. You start another eyelet, or you move a bit further, like a bit further if you do not want the eyelets to be as wide as this. If you want a smaller eyelet, because I like to work small eyelets, big eyelets, small eyelets, big eyelets, like so, because I don't want big eyelets to follow one another. So I make small eyelets followed by big eyelets, so you can keep working randomly. It doesn't matter, it depends on what you like. So now you can see that I'm not starting right here. I moved forward, I moved forward a bit. So before the next eyelet here, I have 1 2 3 4. I have 4 spaces, but I'm not going to make here. I want a smaller eyelet, so I'm going to make my highlight. I'm going to stop my highlight here, and I have 1 2 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. So I'm going to make 6 chains. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and I'm going to DC in the 3rd space. So I'm going to keep working my regular DCs up to this point again. So you can see really there's no need to count the number of DCs you're making. Just follow the pattern. Where there's eyelets, you make your regular DCs up. Where there is no eyelets below, you make your eyelets up. That's the trick with this pattern. For the remaining spaces, I'm going to make my regular DCs. I'm going to make my regular DC. Don't forget to DC in the last space, chain 1 and slip stitch on top of your first DC. So that's how to make your eyelets. For round 6, you keep repeating round 4, which is your regular DCs. Just keep working your DC, chain 1 DC inside your chain 1 spaces, and inside your chains. Keep repeating round 4 and round 5 till you have up to 54 rounds. Moving on to the upper part of the body of the dress, we are going to make another design with a 3.5 mm hook. Remember, this is our starting point, so this is going to be facing our left side. Start working the pattern. So work 2 HDCs in your chain 1 space, in the next 3 spaces to make it 6 HDC. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, making 6. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and skip 2 stitches, then HDC again in the next 3 spaces. Chain 5, repeat the same thing until you get to that point where you started the body of the dress. Which is this point. We are stopping here, right? So in case you have extra spaces left, just like this, make 1 in each space. So you have 8 here and 6 here, remember. So now for the second row, chain 1, skip the first stitch and move on to the next. Make your HDC. Chain 5, HDC on top of the HDCs below. So now you have 5 HDCs. Remember, we started with 6, so you continue with 5. Even for the next rows, you continue with 5 HDCs. So chain 5 and HDC in the next 5 stitches. Chain 5, repeat the same thing for row 2. Repeat row 2 for the next 4 rows to make it 6 rows of this pattern here. For the bralette, making use of 2.5 mm hook. So chain 19, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19. Skip the first chain and DC in the next, and HDC in the next, rather. HDC in each of the stitches. Up to this point. Make 3 HDCs inside the last chain. Then you turn around, and in the same space you make 1 HDC. So keep working 1 HDC under the foundation chains. You know, we turned it, so below the foundation chains you keep working 1 HDCs, and for the last chain you make one HDC inside. For your second round, you turn your work, chain 1, and in the same stitch, the same space, you HDC. Meanwhile, at this point, at your apex, this pointed part, you place your stitch marker. So it's at this point you make 3 HDCs. So keep making 1 HDC in each stitch till you get to this point where you make 3 HDCs. And at that point, I'm going to make 3 HDCs. One, 2, 3. So keep making just 1. You can remove your stitch marker now. Continue with 1 HDC for the remaining round. To end round 2, HDC in the last stitch. So turn your work again, you keep repeating the same thing. So your apex, once you locate your apex, you put your stitch marker like so, and that's the point where you make 3, that's the point where you make your 3 HDCs. Okay, so don't forget to chain 1 first before you continue working your third round and your next rounds. So you make 1 HDC till you get to your apex, then you make 3 HDCs followed by 1 HDCs up to this point. So you keep repeating that till you have sufficient weights or measurements that you want. So I'm going to make 8 rounds for mine because this size is for medium or for small or medium. It's a small can wear and a medium can wear. If it's extra small, you reduce your size to like maybe 7 rounds. This is what you should have by the end of round 7. So make another cup to make it 2 and start working your ruffles around the bralette. As you can see, I already made the left side of this bralette cup, and I'm going to make the other side of this bralette cup. So if you're working with this if you're working on your right bralette, this is how you go about it. It's going to be starting right from here, you go like this. That's how you work. But if you are working on your left side, you have to turn it this way, and then you start working from here up. You start working from here like so up to this point, just like this. I started from the middle, the starting point here. I started from here, then you turn and then you go back. This is my starting point, and that's where I'm going to start from, just below. So make two with your 2.5 mm hook, make 2 HDC in the same stitch. So I'm going to be tracing this line up to this point. Fold it. I'm going to fold it like this, and I'm going to start working my HDCs in the folded stitches. Work 2 HDCs inside the stitches. So continue doing that till the end of the line. Getting to the end of the line, so I'm going to work 2 HDC in the last stitch. So don't forget, since we are working on our right side, the right bralette, we are going to turn like this. We are going to turn. We are going to work downwards now, and fold it. Then you keep tracing. You keep tracing the lines as well. You keep tracing the lines as well. Keep tracing the line till you get to this point, and you fold. You'll be folding this line. We'll be folding this line. We'll be folding this line, and then you work your HDCs that we've gotten here. You continue tracing the line, but in a slanty way, because we have to make sure it gets to this apex. And you know, if we keep tracing it straight, it's not going to be at this point. We are moving up to this point, so just position it in a slanty form to get to that apex, to get to this point, because this is where you'll be stopping, and then you continue downwards. I've gotten to this point. Now start working downwards to work my HDCs in between the last round and second to the last round. Last thing you'll be doing for the bralette is you're going to work 1 single crochets on top of the HDCs, just 1 single crochets only, to make your ruffles bolder. This is the result. This is the right side, and this is the left bralette. So what we are doing next is joining the two together. Okay, so work HDCs inside the stitches, below the stitches, not up but under it. Do that all the way till you get to the apex. I'm at the apex now. So pick up the second bralette cup at the apex as well. You work HDC into the apex of both bralettes together. So keep working HDCs for the other bralette. You can see that you've joined the middle part. For the last stitch, make your HDC chain 1 and cut off the yarn. Now this is the point where we join our bralette to the body of the dress. Take both your bralette and the body of the dress together. You put both together and you work single crochets inside the stitches. Then make sure it's of the same length together. Make sure it's of the same length. Okay, so make sure it's of equal length. In case one is shorter than the other, try to stretch it out to make it even. Our body has been joined to the bralette. Next is the bottom. So chain 4, and this in the same space, chain 1, DC. I forgot to change to 4mm hook, so please don't make that mistake, because if you keep on using a smaller hook, it will definitely affect that part. It's going to make it tight. So if you notice this pattern, if you notice this dress design, there is an inscription more than, and this is how I do that. It depends on how long the inscription is, but for my name it's not that long, so I'm going to start my inscription from here, more than. So the next is going to be HDC, 2 HDC, because we are trying to close up the chain 1 spaces. So make 2 HDCs in each of these space till you get to this point where you start working your 1 HDC, chain 1 HDC. So we are closing this point, like we don't want any holes. That's why we are making 2 HDCs to close it up so that we can inscribe on it. You know, we need a closely knitted surface to be able to make our inscription. If you're making an inscription like mine, try as much as possible to tag me, okay? Because it's not going to be nice watching my tutorials, using it to make yours, and then inscribing your name on the same design which I originally created. Now I'm going to start working chain 1 DC, chain 1 DC. Up to the starting point here. So it's only this part, this section, that is going to be closely knitted. You can also place your stitch marker here so you don't make any mistakes. So that way it makes it easier to know where to close up and where to, you know, work your spaces, your chain 1 spaces. So for the second round, you know, starting from our stitch marker now. So for the second round, work your regular HDC, your regular DC, chain 1 DC. Then when you get here, you keep working 1 HDCs into your HDC stitches, and you continue with 1 DC, chain 1 DC in the chain 1 spaces. So repeat round 2 for the next 3 rounds to make it 5 rounds. I'm going to change the color to orange. I'm going to make just 1 round of orange. So for this round, I'm going to make 2 HDCs in each O, and then for the next 5 to 6 rounds, I'm going to make use of this color. I'm going to make just 1 HDC in each of the stitches. For the adjustable straps, I'm going to make a chain of 250. I'm going to make 250 chains, like so. So I'm going to make 250 chains with hook 4.0 mm. You do this for both bralettes, and then you pass your straps to the back of the dress. Finally, what you need to do now is to steam your dress using a steaming iron, or you use your normal, or you use a regular iron with a spray bottle to steam your dress to make it softer, and also to open up the holes, also to increase the length of the dress. We've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed watching, and please comment if you have any questions regarding this pattern. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.